What if I told you that rabbits given love had healthier cholesterol levels? Sounds crazy, right? But this isn't a woo-woo claim. This is actually published research. Dr. Deepak Chopra highlighted a fascinating study where rabbits who received more affection and attention metabolized cholesterol better than their counterparts who received basic care. But what does this mean for you? Your high cholesterol and thyroid issues may not just be about what you're eating. They're about how you're living, feeling, and more importantly, how you're perceiving the world. Before I dive in, remember to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit that little bell button. That way you get notified every single time I release a new video every Wednesday. In the meantime, if you have no idea who I am, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Melissa Ramos, nutritionist with a background in Chinese medicine and owner of Thyroid Alchemy. So if you're ready, let's do this. So let me explain what's actually happening in your body when you're stressed and why iron and cholesterol may be your troublemaking twins. You see, unbound iron can actually store and congest in your liver, and yes, this can drive up inflammation and cholesterol levels. If this is a topic that interests you, believe me, I have so much more that I want to share, which is the reason why that I created my high cholesterol and thyroid workshop. When you purchase your ticket, not only will you receive lifetime access, but you're also going to receive clarity surrounding your lives, which will empower you, and you're also going to receive proven solutions that work so that you can feel more comfier in your clothes and feel more present when you're spending time with family and friends. If you want to grab your ticket, make sure to click the link in the description. Okay, so picture this. Your body is literally running its own dramatic reality TV show. When stress walks in, your body thinks it's the star of a survival show. I mean, your body has no idea if your stress is coming from a nasty email or your pesky mother-in-law. It thinks that there's a bear around the corner. And if you live where I live, that's kind of possible. Okay, so what exactly does your body do? It goes into full-on hoarding mode. Because back in the day, stress meant famine, danger, or both. Your body is like that grandmother who went through tough times and is keeping every single plastic container just in case. Except instead of containers, it's hoarding iron and cholesterol. And listen, this is super important. And yes, this can happen even if you're anemic. I know, plot twist. Now you might be looking at your lab showing low ferritin thinking, but how can I hoard iron if I'm anemic? I have iron deficiency. No, you have iron dysfunction. Big difference. Here's the deal. Having low ferritin is actually a sign that your iron is playing hide and seek in all the wrong places. Like being stuck in organs and tissues instead of being where it should be, in your blood. It's like your body has become this person who can't let go of anything just in case. But instead of keeping magazines and rubber bands, it's stockpiling iron in all these random storage units. Like your liver, for example. Like it's preparing for an iron apocalypse. So this unbound iron, it's like having a bunch of hyperactive toddlers running around your body unchaperoned. They're creating chaos everywhere they go, from inflammation and oxidative stress, faster than a bunch of unsupervised children with finger paint. But here's where it gets really interesting. When that iron decides to have a slumber party in your liver, oh honey, it is not just affecting your physical health. In Chinese medicine, when your liver gets congested, well, it's kind of like having a traffic jam of emotions. You might feel anger, irritability, and frustration, or you might even just feel stuck. That's your liver saying,
we got an emergency situation.
But here's the thing. Many of us have been taught that anger isn't nice or acceptable, so we push it down. And what happens to suppressed anger? Well, it becomes like a boomerang effect, leading potentially to depression. It's like emotional recycling gone wrong. Think about it. Your liver could be crowded with iron, which can then lead to frustration, which if you suppress, can then lead to your body hoarding more iron. That's like the world's least fun merry-go-round. And guess what happens when we don't process our emotions properly? More stress, which means, you guessed it, more cholesterol production. And cholesterol, oh honey, this is your body's response to your iron emotional roller coaster, so that it can make more cholesterol to try to bubble wrap your body's cardiovascular system. Because yeah, one of the roles of cholesterol is to act as a protective mechanism. Meanwhile, your thyroid is sitting in the corner like, guys, can we calm down for a second? It's basically putting everybody else in a timeout. Listen, sometimes we get so used to life beating us down that it becomes our new normal. Kind of like, oh hey, look, another problem, it must be a Monday. But here's the wild part. It isn't just you being dramatic. Although I admit, sometimes I can be quite dramatic. This pattern literally changes your entire biochemistry. So let me break down this mind-blowing science that'll make you go, wait, what? Your cells can literally be little drama queens when you're constantly expecting the worst. Oh, we're doing this again? Okay, let's flood the entire body with stress hormones. Believe it or not, your perception of the stress matters more than the actual stressor. It's like your body is reading your mind's Yelp reviews of life. Oh, and let me tell you, those 1-star reviews, they're affecting your cells. So here is where ancient wisdom meets modern science. This is a Buddhist technique called being the watcher. First, you're going to step back from your emotions as though you're watching it. Second, you're going to observe this with curiosity rather than judgment. What is this here to teach me? And what is this trying to protect me from? Number 3, notice these emotions without attaching to them. And number 4, allow yourself to process without resisting. You see, when you are in this observer mode, you're going to notice that there's a part of you that is probably freaking out. That's often a younger version of yourself that is simply trying to protect you. So when this is happening to me, I practice this watcher technique, and I also pair it with my favorite somatic exercise to help me get out of fight or flight. Let me show you exactly how to do this. You're going to grab your right hand and you're going to put it under your left rib cage, your left hand on your right arm and squeeze it. Put your right ear to your shoulder and look up the opposite way without turning your head. And you're going to keep doing this until you yawn. Now, this could take 30 seconds. It could even take up to 2 minutes. The second that you begin yawning, you're going to notice that your body is starting to go into the parasympathetic rest and digest state. And then after doing this, you're going to turn your head to the other side, put your eyeballs to the other side there, and just keep it there until you yawn once again. However, if you really want to amp this up, one of the things that I love to do is to actually be able to speak to my inner child. And I will usually say, I love you, you are safe, I got you. I love you, you are safe, I got you. This combination is pure magic because when you pair it with loving self-talk, with physical movement and comfort, it's like giving your nervous system the warm hug that it needs. This is literally metabolic medicine. When you practice being the watcher and adding this beautiful layer, you will receive the following benefits. Your cortisol levels begin to normalize. Your inflammatory markers begin to decrease. Your thyroid function begins to improve. Your cholesterol metabolism enhances. Sometimes we get so comfy with life beating us down that we forget that we're actually not meant to live this way. I mean, think about it. You find yourself weirdly familiar with this frequency of hardship, almost like kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's kind of like having your favorite sad song on repeat. But the reason things haven't changed isn't because you're broken. It's because somewhere along the way, you started to believe that you were worthy of these hardships. But what if, and stay with me here, what if these hard times were actually your spiritual gym membership? Instead of seeing them as evidence that you're cursed, what if they were opportunities for some serious soul gains? When you don't go inside and actually figure out what these challenging times are trying to activate within yourself, you're basically skipping your spiritual workout. And just like those unused gym memberships that we all totally don't have, unused challenges don't lead to growth. Here's what's really happening when you do this work. Your nervous system shifts from the fight or flight mode to the rest and digest mode. Your body increases the production of healing hormones. Your body literally begins processing cholesterol differently. And your thyroid finally receives the safety signals that it needs to function properly. If you have found this information interesting and fascinating and you want to dive deeper, well, I've created something special for you. My high cholesterol and thyroid workshop discusses everything that we have covered in this video and so much more, and also will provide you with a step-by-step implementation plan. Listen, if you value receiving clarity around your labs, trusting your body again, feeling more present with your family and friends, feeling comfier in your clothes, and not feeling like a part of you is slipping away, I urge you to grab your ticket by clicking the link in the caption below. All right, that is it. If you love this video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to share it with somebody who just might need it. I'll see you next Wednesday.